Last year, when the world shut down due to the COVID-19 pandemic, most people resorted to video chat platforms, and then Zoom fatigue hit, which gave rise to voice-only platforms. My name is Richard Okenye, and in today's video, we are going to talk about how live audio platforms have evolved since then. In April of 2020, the invitation-only audio chat app Clubhouse launched. The early days of the pandemic were the tipping point for the platform, which gained popularity during this period. And with VC firm Anderson and others putting in millions in investments and share purchases, Clubhouse was off to a great start. Its exclusivity was one driving factor that made it irresistible for most users, especially high-profile tech executives like Elon Musk, Mark Zuckerberg, Bill Gates, and entertainers like Tiffany Haddish, Drake, Justin Bieber, and Jared Leto. On Clubhouse, you can create and join rooms to talk about different topics. These rooms have few listeners or participants to up to 1,000 or thousands of them. When you join in on those pop-up audio chat rooms, you can see the speakers and listeners, and you can choose to follow them. Clubhouse recently announced that they will fund the creation of 50 audio shows made by creators on its platform. Participants in this accelerator program will each get a $5,000 per month stipend for 3 months, plus gear and creative support to help them create the series. So earlier this month, Clubhouse became available in the Google Play Store. The Android app is still in beta and available for users in the US. Users in non-US markets will be able to pre-register for access via the Clubhouse page in the Google Play Store to be notified when the Android app is available in their area. It's worth noting that Clubhouse is still invite-only for now. The app transformed the social media landscape for the better part of last year. At one point, its iOS app had 10 million downloads, but now its reign is coming down. In February of this year, the app had 9.6 million downloads, and in March, they had 2.6 million downloads. And in this past month, they had 643,000 plus downloads. Rival social media platforms are now launching their own versions of voice-only chat rooms. We begin with Twitter. The social media giant was the first platform to begin testing Spaces, its new audio chat room feature, from late last year. Twitter Spaces has picked up the pace, and the company is putting up a lot of resources on it and quickly launching new features to help it take the lead. Twitter has confirmed that they are working on bringing Spaces to the web. They've already launched new features, by the way, including letting people with 600 followers or more to host Spaces, to schedule Spaces, to have multiple hosts, managing guest lists and requests, new controls for hosts, the introduction of new media types, improved discoverability, and also improved audio quality. Twitter is capitalizing on its existing users to popularize Spaces that is now available on iOS, Android, and soon coming to the web. Twitter Spaces is also working on bringing ticketed Spaces. This means that creators who host Spaces will soon be able to earn revenue from their Spaces. Hosts will soon be able to set ticket prices and how many will be able to be attending their live events. Ticketed Spaces will be available for testing in the coming months. Twitter has already actually rolled its tipping jar feature. The company is enabling some users to add a tip jar to their profile so other users can pay them without leaving the app. This feature is available to a limited group of people around the world who either use Twitter for English, are creators, journalists, non-profits, and other influential users. Jack, the Twitter CEO, said they are really pushing Spaces and that the company believes audio is an important part of serving conversations, one important format that complements what people do with tweets and that will complement what people will do with long-form content as well. Twitter has yet to share user metric on Spaces. So let's move to Facebook. As we all know, Facebook doesn't shy away from cloning popular features from rival applications. They cloned Snapchat stories and imported it to its family of apps from Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp. But away from that, now they're cloning features from TikTok and putting them on Instagram. Anyway, I'm surprised they slacked on this new audio-only feature and got surpassed by Twitter. But it looks like they are now on track. Last month, Facebook announced new audio forecast features and products. The tech giant said they're working on live audio rooms on Facebook and Messenger. Facebook is working on live audios and ways that format could be used on its platform, including the newsfeed. They'll first be testing this feature in groups that 1.8 billion people use every month. Live audio will also be available to the public figures so that they can host conversations with other public figures, experts, and fans. These live audio rooms will remain on the site, unlike Twitter Spaces or Clubhouse chat rooms that disappear after they end. So to also support creators, Facebook live rooms will have a tipping feature. Zuckerberg said that Stars, Facebook's new tipping platform, has worked better than they expected. Facebook is also working on ways to cater for creators with new features, including subscriptions and donations, so that their creators can monetize their products. Live audio rooms will be available on Messenger in the coming months. So Facebook is also working on soundbites. This is like Instagram Reels, but now make it audio. That's what soundbites will be. They will be short audio clips, and its more shareable format will come in handy when sharing on the newsfeed after a live audio session has ended or is ongoing. Facebook says AI will be used to suggest which live audio parts can be shared as soundbites. Facebook launched Instagram live rooms early last month that let users broadcast with up to 3 people. The company says that live rooms will be open up to more creative opportunities, such as starting a talk show or a podcast, hosting a jam session or co-creating with other artists, hosting more engaging Q&As, or even just hanging out with more of your friends. 3 people is a small audience when compared to the number of Clubhouse listeners and Instagram's own live stream feature, which got a lot of views last year, especially for entertainers like DJs and more, who attracted a lot of audiences for their live stream sets. Viewers on live rooms can buy badges for the hosts and use other interactive features, including shopping and live fundraisers. The company is also exploring more interactive tools, such as offering moderator controls and audio features that will be available in the coming months. Mark Zuckerberg believes that the audio media format will just be as useful and as important to Facebook, just like other formats on the platform, including text, video, and photo. Regarding content moderation that still plagues social media networks, Mark said that its current content moderator infrastructure that works on its other platforms, including Instagram, can be used to moderate the live audio rooms. Spotify also wants in on this live audio format. The giant streaming company announced that they acquired Betty Labs, which is the company behind Locker Room, a live sports audio app. Creators on Locker Room, including podcast hosts and musicians, will now be able to connect directly with their audiences thanks to live audio. Spotify says that the Locker Room app will remain in the Apple App Store and will eventually be available on Android. Regular users will have the ability to host conversations. Spotify may implement these features on its main app, including monetization for the creators with pay-to-join chats. Spotify also hopes to attract these live audio chat sessions into its podcast network. Workplace messaging platform Slack is also interested in live audio. Stuart Butterfield, the company's chief executive, said that they are working to offer a feature akin to the audio chat app Clubhouse, which allows users to drop into rooms for conversations without requiring to schedule a meeting or initiating a call. Slack CEO Stuart said that he has always believed that good artists like myself copy, great artists steal, and that they are essentially building Clubhouse into Slack. He continued to say that the idea that you can drop in a conversation that is happening, whether you're there or not, and that you can enter and leave when you want, as opposed to a call that starts and stops, is an amazing model for encouraging that spontaneity and conversations that only need to be 3 minutes, but the only option for you to schedule them is 30 minutes. We'll see how that turns out though. Let's move to LinkedIn. Finally, the circle becomes a square. Professional networking site LinkedIn is now testing ways to create unique audio experiences connected to your professional identity. In a statement to TechCrunch, LinkedIn said it was looking at how it can bring audio to other parts of its platform, including events and groups, to give its members even more ways to connect to their community. LinkedIn already has a creator mode. From LinkedIn, we move to the group chatting platform Discord that now has its own Clubhouse-like feature called Stage Channels, which are accessible on all platforms, including Windows, Linux, web, macOS, Android, and iOS. Stage channels, as opposed to voice channels that Discord already had, now offer certain people the ability to talk to an audience. This feature is, however, limited to community servers because they have more powerful community management tools than a regular server. Discord recently announced Stage Discovery that will make it possible for users on its platform to easily find live audio conversations happening across various communities or servers or on the app. The feature is launching early next month. Speaking to CNBC, Mark Azadi, Discord COO, said that the feature will make it easier for users on his platform to find their interest groups and find activities that are happening. He adds that he'll see how big the market is and that they'll certainly continue to be excited and surprised by the usage of voice in general on Discord, and then how quickly stage channels have been adopted. Discord will also begin testing ticketed events for stage channel conversations, which will allow users to charge others to access stage channel events held on their servers. In mid-March, Telegram announced Voice Chats 2.0 that now lets users run live voice chat sessions to unlimited live participants. Listeners are muted by default, and they must raise their hand to alert the admin of the voice chat of their interest to speak. Admins can also check the Telegram bio of a listener before choosing them to speak. So what next? The social audio space has gained competition in recent months, and Clubhouse is already losing grip to established players. According to recent data from Sensor Tower and Google Trends, people are losing interest in Clubhouse, as seen by the declining app downloads that I already show. It's a great thing for social media users that they can now access social audio that was once exclusive on Clubhouse, just like Stories was once only available on Snapchat. Clubhouse rivals are already quickly launching new features missing out on its platform, like native recording, which Twitter Spaces is working on, and multi-platform accessibility, including the web. Clubhouse also faces moderation issues, including harassment and anti-Semitic speech, which still plagues its bigger rivals, but at least they have experience with this problem. Vanity Fair reports that in the bubble that is Clubhouse, pseudo-intellectual monologues from powerful users can go unchecked. Moderating live audio will be a growing challenge for these platforms, as they need to quickly ship tools that detect problematic audio. Recordings are deleted on Clubhouse if no issue is reported, while Twitter Spaces says that they keep the audio for 30 days or longer if a conversation is flagged. Discord doesn't record live sessions at all. Clubhouse is looking to its trust and safety team that includes in-house reviewers and third-party services to investigate and detect harmful content. Twitter is working on proactive detection that includes checking in transcripts to detect issues. So while these Clubhouse features get copied on other bigger platforms, it will be interesting to see which ones will stand tall and which ones will be discontinued. And that's it from us. Until the next time, comment, like, subscribe, and share for more from TechWiz.